Miami's 23rd consecutive win clinched the Southeast Division title. But the streak faced an even tougher test just 2 nights later in Cleveland.
Cavaliers, they're up by 27. This has been painful so far for Heat fans to watch.
In the last 15 NBA seasons, teams trailing by 27 or more in the second half had a win percentage of 0.02%.
It's the middle of the third quarter. They're down by 27 points.
And in a flash, it just all changes.
Out high, Battier again. 2 in a row from that spot. In and out. Bosch with the offensive rebound. And a fresh shot clock. Battier. Kaboom! And the lead is down to 12.
Now they got a working deficit, Eric. Cavs are starting to feel the Heat's pressure.
The block shot there. LeBron down the middle. Off to Allen for 3. Kaboom!
Baby!
The Heat, the defending champs, are back in business.
Caught lightning in a bottle.
3. Kaboom! First trip of the night for LeBron. It's a 5-point game. LeBron, pull up 3. It's good! And Miami has tied the game. Yes, you have to have heart for a comeback like this.
Oh, my.
45-12 run, you can't make it up.
3 triples in the fourth quarter for LeBron.
Amazing. He does whatever it takes to win a game.
A spectacular triple-double from LeBron led the Heat to the improbable road win.
One of the most amazing comebacks in Heat history.
They'll be talking about this one for a long time.
We know inside we can come back from any deficit. 18 minutes left in the game. That's a lifetime. I'm not packing it up at that point. I know I'm not.
Wow. What else needs to be said? We'll probably never see anything like that again.
Win number 20 in a row.
You kind of felt like who knows when this thing is going to end.
The Heat continue to scorch everyone in their path.
25.
26. 27th straight win.
Chris Anderson catching the lob from LeBron and hammering it down.
27 straight. Now you're within striking distance of the record.
Outside United Center in Chicago, the Heat going for number 28 in a row.
Chicago was at home. They were shorthanded, and they came up with one of those remarkable efforts.
The Bulls were the first team to get the Heat down and keep the Heat down.
And that's it. The streak will end at 27.
When you take a breath and you look at it, 27 games, amazingly impressive.
To see how close we were to history was awesome.
I truly wanted them to beat the streak that I was part of in 1971-72.
Just very fortunate and very humbled and blessed to be a part of this team and be a part of a streak like that.
Just being part of history is amazing.
I had everybody come in, put a hand on each other. We took that moment to acknowledge it, and then that was it.
Just a 5-second moment of reflection before we move on to the rest of the season. So what's really important is getting prepared for the playoffs.
It would have been nice to see it roll on a little bit longer. But again, it didn't set out to win 27 games, let alone 33 games. They set out to get better.
The Heat bounced right back in New Orleans to secure the #1 seed in the East. But with LeBron, Wade, and Chalmers out, depth was needed against the West's top team.
Jones to the floor. Nowitzki's 4th block of the game. Oh, great block by Battier, who makes a great hustle play. Great defense by Haslam. Duncan missed it.
At the end of the game, Ray Allen, who's the all-time leader in three-pointers, dishes off to the 6'10 center.
Bosch for the win.
I saw myself shooting that. I went up, and then I felt my guy come up on me, and, hey, there's somebody open, and I found him.
That is what this team's all about. They are all about the best thing for the team.
Uplifting, inspirational, amazing.
How about that, baby?
No matter who we put out here, we believe in each other. 3-6. I know y'all watching. It's all good, baby.
We all put in a lot of work. Days where people don't see us, we're in the gym putting in shots, lifting weights. So that was the most gratifying part, winning together like that.
Eric Spoelstra always talks about a brotherhood. You could see the brotherhood in the AT&T Center.
The reaction was so pure. I peeked down the tunnel, and who's standing back there but Mario Chalmers, Dwayne Wade, and LeBron James, waiting for their teammates.
The Heat ended an amazing March, 17-1, the only team in league history to ever win 17 games in 1 month. Eric Spoelstra, March's Eastern Conference Coach of the Month, became the quickest Heat coach to 250 victories. and LeBron James became the first player ever to receive 5 straight Conference Player of the Month awards.
He makes it look way too easy. We remind ourselves each and every day not to take that talent for granted.
Chris Anderson wasn't taken for granted either.
Anderson flies in for the dunk. Well, the Birdman taking flight. What an addition he's been for the Heat.
He just put it all out there every game, and it showed. Our record, when he came on board, is ridiculous.
Since joining the team in January, the Heat lost just 3 regular season games that Anderson played in. They won 39, a 93% winning percentage when he was on the court.
That was some of the funnest, greatest basketball I've ever played.
And as Anderson soared, the Heat shined. Miami secured a franchise-best 37-4 record at the American Airlines Arena. They locked up the home court advantage through the playoffs with the NBA's top record.
Miami winds up 66-16.
Greatest regular season in the 25-year history of the Heat.
In a season you will never forget.
Miami eclipsed the franchise record 61 wins set in the 96-97 season.
It means a lot, but we don't set out to have milestones. We only set out to try to win a championship.
Winning is always great, but you don't get a prize for it.
There's so much more yet that they have to do.
It wasn't about history. It wasn't about streaks. It wasn't about #1 seeds and division titles and all that other stuff. This season was about winning another championship.
Getting to the finals is not good enough for this group. The only option is to win the title. It's why they came together, and nobody's afraid of it.
Can you feel the heat down in your soul? The White Hot Heat is on tonight at the AAA.
Let's go Heat! Let's do it again!
The 2013 playoffs, they've begun for the Miami Heat, and the Heat are on a quest for a repeat.
This is the beginning of a long journey. The exciting thing is you just don't know how it'll end.
It's always a different season, and you feel that when you step out on the court with a playoff sign on the court, seeing everybody in their white outfits, and it makes it more exciting.
Let's go Heat! Live from American Airlines Arena, it's White Hot postseason as your defending world champion Miami Heat play host to the Milwaukee Bucks.
The White Hot Heat are ready to get it on.
Game 1, let's go Heat!
It's time to play. We respect Milwaukee as a team that's given us some challenges this year. We know we're going to have to play very well.
As Game 1 descended upon the American Airlines Arena, it was back to winning for the defending champion.
LeBron back inside, and Bust starts the game off with a howl and a two-hand jam. Ellis lost the ball. 2-on-1 Bosch. James coming in and putting it home.
But even with Miami's hot start, Bucks guard Brandon Jennings fired off 18 first-half points to keep his team within 4 at the half.
Jennings has been a one-man wrecking crew with 18 for the Bucks.
But the second half belonged to the Heat, led by LeBron's 27 points.
We have so many threats out on the floor. It allows me to just play without any stress because I know guys on our team can make plays.
Another key spark in the Heat's fire was Chris Anderson, who shot a scorching 81% throughout the playoffs.
Putback slam! Chris Anderson! That's got the crowd on their feet.
What I do sometimes doesn't show up on paper, and I don't mind that at all. It's just that never give up attitude that I produce out there on the floor.
Chris brought energy and a passion and efficiency. His field goal percentage in the playoffs was off the charts.
Chris Anderson is an important part to the puzzle. His shot block, his defense, his energy, it's so contagious.
Ray Allen. Here comes the Birdman! Flapping his wings and soaring.
You know, when you get the crowd behind you like that, and everybody else gets energized, it's crazy.
He delivered a message tonight. If you want our title, it's not going to be easy. Just ask the Milwaukee Bucks.
Heat versus Bucks. Let's go Heat. Woo!
After being dominated in Game 1, the Bucks came out swinging in Game 2.
They have an imposing front line. I mean, Sanders is a guy that can do a lot of things.
Sanders slams it through with both hands. Larry Sanders having quite a Game 2 here in Miami.
The Bucks brought the fire and kept the game close for 3 quarters, but Miami fought back.
What the Heat do is that they find moments in the game where all of a sudden they just clamp down on defense.
It's a possession game, but you can't get caught ball watching.
And Bosch intercepts the ball and then goes to the floor to save the steal.
Dwayne Wade took flight and led the team with 21 points.
Wade, oh my! Wham with the right hand!
I think it was Wade who actually started the energy spark with that tip-top he did.
Hot track slam the Wade. He went up and jammed it down.
Just trying to be aggressive. Our flow was down a little bit. Coming down the third quarter, just decided to, bring a little energy.
Wade got through. Oh, pretty play by Dwayne Wade. LeBron back to Cole, 3 on the way. Come on! And the Heat do take a 2-game-to-none lead in this first-round series.
We've heard a lot of people talking about getting out the brooms, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. One game at a time.
Off to the road, where it gets challenging, but we look forward to it.
Their first game at home. They're going to be very excited. This is what they've been working all season for. We're going to have to play a good game tonight.
Here we go, Game 3 of the Eastern Conference quarterfinals.
Whenever a team goes home for a third game, usually they get a little bit energized. Milwaukee fed off that a little bit. They looked like they had a little bit more rest, and I thought that was the case in the first half.
We knew they were going to come out with a ton of energy early, and I think we had a couple turnovers. They converted turnovers into points.
Oh, my! Larry Sanders, coast to coast.
Weather the storm. Make our stand right now. Make our push.
Spo's desired push came from Ray Allen, who with 5 3-pointers would etch his name in NBA history.
Now to Allen for 3. There it is! The NBA record for most trays in a postseason career.
What really struck me in that game was not only the fact that Ray went for it, but that his teammates were so aware of it. When he hit the last one, LeBron jumped out of his seat, screamed something out. They wanted it for him.
Knowing how hard and difficult it is, it takes longevity, but it takes a lot of hard work, and that's a heck of a feat. We're all proud of him.
Ray Allen is synonymous with shooting. It's only fitting that he has the record.
Everyday Ray. We don't take him for granted, and to have somebody of his caliber and his resume coming off the bench is significant.
You start everything in your NBA career here. Talk to us about this accomplishment, what it means as you all take total control in this series.
It's ironic that I'm here on this floor right now because it's where it all started, and as long as I show up to play every night, I allow myself to be counted on by my teammates. It all comes together, so it's amazing.
And that's something that I always be able to tell my kids. Somebody will break it one day, but they'll always see their dad's name somewhere up there.
The NBA's 3-point king helped seal the deal for the Heat.
It's important for us to close them out because it's our next game. It's game 4, and we want to win that game.
But as game time rolled around, the Heat learned they would be without one of their stars, Dwayne Wade.
They wanted to make sure to eliminate the Bucks as quickly as possible. No need to let them hang around. You don't want to give somebody second life because they were just overwhelming them with their talent.
Anytime they test us, we was able to withstand that and bounce back.
Into LeBron, right to the rack with a 2-hand emphatic jam.
This is why this team was built this way. They have unbelievable depth at just about every position.
On the wing to Allen. 3 for Allen. Another one, Ray Allen.
We're a good basketball team. This first round, we got a lot more rounds to go, and we'll continue to show how well of a team we are.
It's going to get tougher, and we just have to continue to accept the challenges and take them and overcome them.
And the defense of the Miami championship off to a grand start. First sweep in the Big 3 era. The Miami Heat first to the second round.